Friday, October 31st, in the year of our Lord, 2014. How are all you doing out there? I am doing awesome as always. Wicked awesome. By God, it's Halloween. It's Friday. And we're going to feature, not doing a Cinema Saturday, so we're going to have the movie from 1978, the classic Halloween. Why not Halloween on Halloween? Because it's meant to happen that way, folks. So with that said, I bequeath to you today's unofficial sponsor of our show. And since I failed to have one ready, let's go ahead and give it up for H&H Beverage. H&H Beverage, a fine, outstanding establishment with a lot of great quality adult beverages that I get down here in Yeehaw, Texas, otherwise known as West Louisiana. Pretty much the same damn state. H&H Beverage, a great place with great folks and a huge selection. Get your butt over there. Get some great beverages from H&H Beverage. You will not be disappointed. With that said, folks, it is time for today's beer of the day. Oh, baby, a new one. No Label Brewing Company out of Katy, Yeehaw, Texas. Black Widow. Black Widow. 7.2% alcohol by volume. That means it's pretty damn strong. Definitely above average, above normal strength. Prior to winning apparatus, proper technique. And although I normally use it for Thrash Metal Thursday edition of Beer and Song of the Day, I think it's fitting that we bring out the old Thrash Metal Thursday style beer consumption apparatus. 45 degree right into the beer consumption apparatus, right over keyboard, stuff that damn good, haven't spilled drop yet, never have, never will. Cheers and beers to all of you. Prost, as they say in Germany. Kapai, as they say in Japan. Deep, dark, and delicious. This is really good. A- on this here beer. I like this one a lot. Excellent beer. Now, bear with me. Already had dinner. Already did trick-or-treating. Anyway, I had a wicked awesome and exhilarating experience. With that said, we got some special things to announce. First, let's get to the birthdays for the day on Beer and Song of the Day. A lot of good friends born on Halloween. Like my good friend Amy Graven. And I don't know why I didn't have Lucy's Burgers as our unofficial sponsor. I forgot to grab the card out of my backpack. But anyway, Lucy's Burgers, Amy Graven, a real sweetheart of a lady, and the wonderful better half of our good friend Robert Graven. Robert and Amy Graven, the owners of Lucy's Burgers, the best burger joint in all Abilene, by far. But Amy, a real sweetheart of a lady, and happy birthday to you. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Hope you enjoy the show. And I know you're getting spoiled right now because you deserve it. That's right. Well, Amy, oh, excuse me. Amy, God bless you. Have a wicked awesome day. Celebrate well and enjoy. Cheers and beers. Next on the list, my good friend Mike Willoughby. Mike Willoughby, a legendary man that I know from good old Martha's Vineyard Island, greatest island in the world, from the greatest state in the nation, Massachusetts. Without Massachusetts, there wouldn't be in America. Period. End of freaking story. Mike, happy birthday to you, bud. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. And great having you as a friend on the old Facebook. Lots of cool stuff. You're a cool guy. Haven't heard from you. But hey, drop me a line. Let me know how you doing, man. Okay? Hope you have a wicked awesome day. Celebrate well and enjoy. Cheers and beers. Next on the list, a badass crew dog that I know from jolly old England, my man Andrew Jones. Andrew Jones, 0086, right, buddy? Oh, yeah. Andrew Jones, a great, great hard-working man, a great leader of men, women, and it, a great friend, a great guy. And Andrew, happy birthday to you, brother, and hope you have a wicked awesome day. Celebrate well and enjoy. Cheers and beers. Drop me a line, man. I ain't heard from you in a while. Don't be a stranger. Missed you, big buddy. Bear with me, folks. I'm a little tired. Next on the list, this guy shapes metal for a living. Or he used to. So he went on to bigger, better things nowadays. Got a new job. A fine, outstanding leader of men, women, and it that I know from jolly old England. My man Dave Steele. David Steele. Cougar 3. Oh, yeah. Cougar 3 in the house. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, buddy. This thing's getting a little irritable, so I'm going to expose more chin. Yeah. Ugh. Anyway, it's the closest I can come to Michael Myers, alright? Give me a break. Dave, my friend, always a pleasure hearing from you. And happy birthday to you. Miss working with you big time. Those great times on the old mid-shift. Lots of fun. And Dave, my man, happy birthday. Hope you have a wicked awesome day. Celebrate well and enjoy. Cheers and beers. Now it's pulling down my big bushy eyebrows. Ow! Alright. Next on the list. How about my good friend Dylan Miller? Dylan Miller, a badass crew dog that I work with down here in Yeehaw, Texas, although I know it's Southern Oklahoma. Pretty much the same damn state. Dylan, brother, guess what you get to do today? Because, see, you are the magic age in the United States of America. 21, baby! You know what that means. You better be drinking an adult beverage right here, right now, and you better not be driving. You gotta drink it up, party it up, live it up. Don't get overboard now, alright? Take them to the love doctor. I know what I'm talking about, okay? But, be smart. Have some adult beverages. You deserve it. And, brother, happy birthday to you. Hope you have a wicked awesome day. Party hard and enjoy. Celebrate like it's 1969, minus the acid. Cheers and beers to you. Next on the list, my good friend Robert Rose. Rob Rose. This guy fixes weapons for a living. This guy's a great leader of men, women, and it's that I work with down here in Yeehaw, Texas. Although I know it as Northern Mexico. Pretty much the same damn country, right? Just saying. Well, hey, Rob, living in Korea. That's right. Dude, it's a nice place over there, isn't it? Hell yeah. Dude, we gotta talk, man. I need a Larry Fitzgerald Arizona Cardinals jersey. Okay? I'm gonna hit you up. See if we can work some magic, alright? Well, Rob, my man, happy birthday to you. Hope you have a wicked awesome day. Celebrate well and enjoy. Cheers and beers. Next on the list, the lovely Mei Fong. Mei Fong, a real sweetheart of a lady and a badass mafioso, a mafia that I know from the old mafia was. Always a pleasure having you and I helping each other out as we get stronger and we crush the opposition. Ice and fools. Lots of fun. Well, Mei, my friend, happy birthday. Hope you have a wicked awesome day. Celebrate well and enjoy. Cheers and beers. Excuse me. Next on the list, my good friend Morgan Allworth. Morgan Allworth, a real stunningly gorgeous sweetheart of a lady friend of mine that I know from good old Martha's Vineyard Island. Like I said, greatest state in the nation, Massachusetts. Damn right. Morgan, happy birthday to you. Always a pleasure hearing from you. And how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Definitely miss you big time. Always great chatting with you. And hope you have a wicked awesome day. Celebrate well and enjoy. Cheers and beers. The final birthday of the day goes to a legendary man that I have yet to meet in person. And someday I pray to God I do. My good friend Eric Jovet, an amazing man that I met through my good friend Matt Mad Dog Becker and his wonderful, gorgeous, better half, Christina Jovet, now Becker. Oh, yeah. And Eric, you and I are one and the same. See, we love great music and we love great adult beverages. Yes, we do. Heck yeah! Eric, my friend, dude, we gotta swap some more music with each other. We really need to do that. No doubt about that, man. You and I have an extensive knowledge of music, and we love a lot of great music out there. The rare stuff. You know, we like it that way. The heck with the mainstream. Come on, it's too boring. Let's bring out some more of that 1978 Halloween soundtrack. Eric, my friend, you know, cheers of beers to you, my friend, and happy birthday. Hope you have a wicked awesome day. Celebrate well and enjoy. Cheers and beers.
About 15 years ago.
And folks, he finished dinner. There's our birthdays for today on Halloween, October 31st. Oh, evil birthday. Let's bring out, we had a special contest. It is time to unleash the winners of the 2014 Halloween costume contest and the 2014 first time ever Pets edition of the Halloween costume contest. First time we've had pets involved in any of our contests. And although we didn't get a lot of action on that, it won't be the only time we do it. Okay? I am proud to announce the winner of the Halloween costume contest, my good friend Mike Archipolo and his wonderful, gorgeous, exquisite, wicked, awesome, better half, Rhonda. Look at that. Now, that is an awesome couple right there. Archie, Rhonda, the two of you. Wow. Freaking epic. You two freaking rock. Wicked awesome job. Nearly 50 votes on this picture. They were the first entry in the contest. I always say, you snooze, you lose. Jump in early. Get in early. Share the picture. Get your friends involved to like the picture. That's how you win, folks. And that's exactly what Mike Archipolo and his wonderful better half Rhonda did. They spread the word and they won. You earned it. A big standing ovation to the two Utes. Oh yes, awesome Lewis jersey, that's right. And a big love doctor salute to you. Oh, hell yeah. Wicked awesome job, Archipolos. Absolutely wicked awesome job. Cheers and beers to the two of you. And now, empty the brain cells and have Janky fan. Don't worry, we got a cure for that, folks. Yes, we do. Because see, you know, I haven't brought this one out in a long, long time. So I thought it was a good idea. It's an orange one. Perfect for Halloween, orange and black, you know. Shock Top Belgian White. This stuff is absolutely fantastic. Belgian style wheat ale brewed with citrus peels and coriander. 5.2% of its absolute awesomeness. Just a smidge above normal strength beer. And Shock Top Brewing Company out of St. Louis, Missouri. Or as they like to say up there, Missouri. Never could figure out where the A comes from. And my beer is sweating, for it is humid in this room right now. Interesting. Prior opening apparatus. Prop technique. Here we go. I wonder why it opens so easily. Twist off. It's weak. It's not a real beer if it's a twist off. 45-degree angle right into the beer suction apparatus right over the keyboard. Them that damn good. Haven't spelled drop yet. Never have, never will. Oh, I have to refrain that twist off part because Yingling is absolutely amazing. And that's a twist off. Although you wouldn't know it. They're kind of tight. Woo! Cheers to beer to all of you pros. They say Germany Kapai, as they say in Japan. Oh yeah, that's excellent. I'm giving it a B. B. It's a good beer. It's a very good beer. Ah, hell, B+. Why not? B+. Because it is so drinkable, so delicious, so smooth, so easy on the palate. Really, really good stuff. Although I prefer my darker beers, that is an excellent, excellent Belgian white. Very impressed. St. Louis, Missouri. I'm used to the Fort Collins, Colorado, New Belgium Brewing Company. All right, well, folks, time for the first ever Pets Edition Halloween costume contest winner. The first entry was the winner. And this pet won in quite the landslide, actually. 15 to 5 to 0 to 0. Unbelievable. This cat, Mr. Cat, his name is, owned by the lovely, gorgeous, amazing Andrea Baker. No relation that I'm aware of. Andrea Baker, a great last name indeed. Andrea, a big fan of the show on the page. Andrea with this lovely, amazing cat. Mr. Cat, the catfish. That's right, he's the catfish. Wow. Wow. Well, Mr. Cat, I hope you're watching right here, right now. And I hope your wonderful owner, Andrea, feeds you some treats. Maybe some catnip. Yeah, get yourself some catnip there. Well, hey, Mr. Cat, Andrea Baker, to the two of you, I say a big standing ovation and a big love Dr. Salute. Oh, hell yeah! Meow, meow. Oh, yeah, Mr. Cat. I'll tell you, that's so cute. And one person said, oh, poor kitty. Well, poor kitty is a winner. So, ha! Take that. That's wicked awesome. Love it. That's how I feel about that. Cheers and beers to the two of you. Yep, I think Mr. Cat deserves some catnip. All right, folks, it's time to bring out our babes and hunks of the day for beer and song of the day. Work on more of the music. We got celebrity birthdays to bring out, and oh, that's right, I almost forgot. Almost forgot to lay out my show notes too. Yowza! All right, here we go. Let's roll that beautiful bead footage as we bring out our first babe of the day on Beer and Song of the Day, Edie. Why not bring out the star, the female star of the show? She was only 19 years old when they started filming, 20 when the movie was released. 1978. It's so rare to see her with long hair because she's been wearing short hair for over 30 years. Jamie Lee Curtis. Oh yeah, Jamie Lee Curtis. Absolutely awesome in this movie. No doubt about it. Oh, look at that. Michael Myers behind her. Scary. Jamie Lee Curtis was beautiful in this movie. She's a beautiful lady. And she's 56 years old now. And you know what? She still looks good. And I like the fact that she doesn't dye her hair. She goes all natural. She's got short hair, gray hair. She's got a body that's just incredible. She's always had that famous body. Good Lord has definitely blessed her in that department, huh? She's the daughter of Tony Curtis and Janet Leigh. How about that, huh? Janet Leigh from Psycho. Well, that's kind of ironic. Janet Leigh, one of the most famous femme fatales in movie history. Well, at least her daughter, Jamie Lee Curtis, survived in Halloween. That's right. Oh, the short song. That was actually one of the later movies, but wow. So, other Halloween birthdays. How about Christopher Columbus, the legendary explorer? Christopher Columbus, born on this day in 1451, passed away in 1506. Vanilla Ice, rapper. Vanilla Ice, 47 years old today. Wow. Rob Schneider, very funny actor. Rob Schneider, 51 years old today. Deuce Bigelow, male gigolo. And actor Dermot Mulroney, the professional Dermot Mulroney. He's 51 years old today as well. How about that? The late, great, legendary comedian, actor John Candy. Definitely one of my more favorite actors of all time. Huge fan of him. John Candy, born this day 1950, sadly passed away much too young at the age of 43 from a heart attack in 1994. Remember Jane Pauley from The Tonight Show? From the Today Show, excuse me. Jane Pauley, her and Brian Gumbel, that's how I remember growing up. Brian Gumbel and Jane Pauley. Well, Jane Pauley is 64 years old today. Born the exact same month, day, and year as John Candy. Thankfully, she's still with us. Another one that For some reason, I keep thinking he's no longer with us, but he is definitely alive and well. The legendary CBS Evening News anchor that took over for Walter Cronkite. That's right, Dan Rather. Dan Rather from Wharton, Texas. Yeehaw, Texas, otherwise known as Eastern New Mexico. Dan Rather, 83 years old today. How about that? How about this? Look at that. Mom and daughter screaming. Scream queens. If that ain't wicked awesome, I don't know what is. That is really cool. Michael Landon, I loved him in Little House on the Prairie. I loved him in Highway to Heaven. And then I started watching episodes of Bonanza, and he was awesome in that too. Michael Landon, a phenomenal actor, a great man, born this day in 1936, passed away much too young at the age of 54 from cancer in 1991. Piper Perabo, actress. Yeah, baby. Beautiful, too. 38 and still looking great. Coach, Alabama football coach Nick Saban. He may be a dick, but he's a damn good coach. Nick Saban, 63 years old today. Adam Horowitz, of the Beastie Boys. He is 48 years old today. How about that? Adam Horowitz of the Beastie Boys. Hey, the forgotten Apollo 13 astronaut. We can never forget Neil Armstrong or Edwin Buzz Aldrin. But the third member of the crew, Michael Collins, the one that did not get to walk on the moon, but he was very, very important to the mission, just as the other two were. Michael Collins, 84 years old today, still going strong. How about that? All three of those astronauts were born in 1930. Pretty cool, huh? All right. How about Juliette Gordon Lewis, the founder of the Girl Scouts? Amazing lady indeed. Born this day in 1860. Passed away in 1927. That's it for Jamie Lee Curtis, folks. Red Sox catcher Mike Napoli, or Red Sox catcher, DH, first baseman, whatever. He plays everywhere. Mike Napoli, 33 years old today. Jazz legend Illinois Jacquet. That's Jacquet, by the way. Jacquet, I don't know. Je ne peux pas français très bien. I don't speak French very well. You know what I'm saying, eh? So I'm talking about. Oh, Canada indeed. God give some love to our neighbors up north. Well, Illinois Jacquet, born on this day in 1922, passed away in 2004. Dale Evans. Of course, Roy Rogers, Dale Evans, legendary duo right there. They were actually born 5 days apart, believe it or not. Roy Rogers was born 5 days after Dale Evans was. Dale Evans was born this day in 1912 in Uvalde, Texas. Passed away in 2001 at the age of 89. How about David Ogden Stiers, actor, 72 years old today, and then finally, late great African-American singer, legend, badass, Ethel Waters. Ethel Waters, born this day in 1896, passed away in 1977 at the age of 80. Drink to those celebrity birthdays, because I'll drink with you. All right. Well, it's time for our next song. Time for our first hunk of the day on Beer and Song of the Day. B&E. As we bring out the haunted house. Come on, computer. Oh, you stupid computer. Luck of a murder victim with electronic devices. Well, would you look at that? Of course, the hero of the movie himself, Donald Pleasence. Donald Pleasence. I am such a huge fan of this guy. He was so awesome as Dr. Loomis in this movie. I mean, he was just an absolute badass, folks. There's no way you could have had Halloween without that guy. A lot of cool things about the first Halloween movie. Due to a shoestring budget, the prop department had to use the cheapest $2 mask that they could find in the costume store. Here you go, Justin Dimmitt, in your Star Trek reference. A Star Trek William Shatner mask from the original series from 1966. They later spray painted the face white, teased out the hair, and reshaped the eye holes. No kidding. Shatner admitted that for years he had no idea his likeness was used for this film. It was the end of her movie career. I'm sorry. Whoops. I overjumped my boundary. It was only during an interview that someone mentioned his mask was being used. He has since stated that he is honored by this gesture. Will he give the Prosper salute, though? I would hope so. A young Jamie Lee Curtis was so disappointed with her performance that she became convinced she would be fired after only the first day of filming. When her phone rang that night and it was John Carpenter on the phone, Jamie Lee Curtis was certain it was the end of her movie career. Instead, Carpenter called to congratulate her and tell her he was very happy with the way things had gone. And look at her nowadays. Absolutely incredible. PJ Souls, oh baby. I loved her in the movie Stripes, and I loved her in this movie too. She's so cute and bouncy. PJ Souls went to a screening of the movie after it was released, sitting in the fourth row of a regular audience. She was very amused when during her nude scene and line of "See anything you like?" a male audience member in front yelled out, "Hell yes I do," unaware that she was right behind him. Oh, that is funny. Yeah, that had to make her happy. Wow, I have 57 Facebook notifications already in only 26 minutes. Yep, amazing how that happens. This movie was voted the 5th scariest film of all time by Entertainment Weekly. Classic scene right there. John Carpenter approached Peter Cushing and Christopher Lee to play the role of Samuel Loomis. Oh, that was eventually played by this legend, Donald Pleasance. But both turned him down. And now Christopher Lee later said that it was the biggest mistake he had ever made in his career. And Christopher Lee is 92 years old and still going strong, is still making movies. And wow, that's a hell of a career that he's got too. Prior to the movie, a book was written by Curtis Richards and reveals more of the story behind Michael's rage. However, the book is very rare, which makes me want the book even more. John Carpenter's intent with the character of Michael Myers was that the audience should never be able to relate to him. Well, who would want to? I mean, come on. Would you want to relate to that fruitcake? I don't think so. Carpenter considered the hiring of Jamie Lee Curtis as the ultimate tribute to Alfred Hitchcock, who had given her mother, Janet Leigh, legendary status in Psycho from 1960, which we featured Cinema Saturday just a few weeks ago. How about that? Love that movie. Dr. Samuel Loomis is Michael Myers' psychiatrist. That's why I knew him so well. Sam Loomis is also the name of Janet Leigh's secret lover in the movie Psycho. How about that, huh? Also, Annie is played by actress Nancy Loomis. Isn't that funny? Well, she goes by Nancy Kyes now. K-Y-E-S, Kyes. But Nancy Loomis, she was billed in this movie. Halloween was shot in only 20 days in the spring of 1978. It was made on a budget of only $300,000 and became the highest grossing independent movie ever made at that time. Oh yeah, you'll understand why shortly. In the documentary short Halloween 2000 Unmasked, it was revealed that the crew had chosen 2 masks for Michael Myers to decide on. The first was a Dawn Post Emmett Kelly smiling clown mask that they put frizzy red hair on. That was an homage to how he killed his sister Judith in a clown costume. They tested it out and it appeared very demented and creepy. Yeah, clowns are creepy. The other mask was a 1975 Captain James T. Kirk mask that was purchased for around $1. It had the eyebrows and sideburns ripped off, the face was painted fish belly white, and the hair was spray painted brown, and the eyes were opened up more. They tested out the Kirk mask, and the crew decided that was much more creepy because it was emotionless. And this became the Michael Myers mask. And I think that was the right decision to do because it was emotionless indeed. Oh yeah, Michael Myers was one creepy little feller, no doubt about that. Well, you know, speaking of Nancy Loomis, Nancy Kyes Loomis, Kyes, I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Look at these three beautiful ladies. And look at the lady up in the middle, that beautiful brunette. That's Nancy Loomis. And she's now 65 years old. And although she's looking, you know, around 60 or so, she looks pretty damn good. She's aged well. But good Lord, she was finer than a new set of snow tires right there, folks. Look at that. Three gorgeous ladies. Jamie Lee Curtis, Nancy Loomis, and of course, PJ Souls. I'll drink to that trifecta of awesomeness. Let's bring out the next song. Yes, we shall. Yep, then and now. Like I said, she is aged well. She is 64, 65 years old now. Wow. From a budget of $300,000, the film went on to gross $47 million at the U.S. box office. There's the crew. In 2008, takings that would be the equivalent of $150 million, making Halloween one of the most successful independent films of all time. Folks, that is incredible. Hey, remember those phones? I know I do. Yeah, you can literally throw a phone at somebody and injure them back in those days. Of the female leads, all the girls are supposed to be in high school. Only Jamie Lee Curtis was actually a teenager at the time of shooting. Well, yeah, considering, you know, Nancy Loomis, right there, she's 28 years old in the movie. PJ Souls was actually 27, going on 28. And Jamie Lee Curtis, only 19, almost 20. Born in 49, born in 1950, born in 1958. Now you know. John Carpenter was quite intimidated by Donald Pleasence, of whom he was a big fan and who was easily the oldest and most experienced person on the set. Although Pleasence asked Carpenter difficult questions about his character, Donald Pleasence turned out to be a good-humored, big-hearted individual, and the two became great friends. Pleasence went to appear in 2 other Carpenter films. Awesome stuff. As the movie was actually shot in the early spring in Southern California, as opposed to Illinois in late October, the crew had to buy paper leaves from a decorator and paint them in the desired autumn colors, then scatter them in the filming locations. To save money, after a scene was filmed, the leaves were collected and reused. Well, I can't say I blame them there. However, as Jamie Lee Curtis and John Carpenter note on the DVD audio commentary, the leaves are quite full of green and even some palm trees can be seen. Despite that, in Illinois in October, the leaves would probably be mostly gone, and there would be no palm trees due to Illinois' cold climate. The state is mostly full of deciduous trees. There you go, you tree huggers. When Laurie and Annie are driving in the car, they are listening to Don't Fear the Reaper by Blue Oyster Cult. Great song. Hell yeah. This is on while Michael Myers is driving behind them. Donald Pleasence confessed to John Carpenter that the main reason why he took the part of Loomis was because his daughter Angela loved John Carpenter's Assault on Precinct 13, which he filmed 2 years earlier in 1976. John Carpenter composed the score in 4 days. Yeah, this soundtrack was composed in 4 days. That's incredible, folks. Yeah, John Carpenter composed the soundtrack we're listening to. It's pretty awesome. That's wicked awesome. Oh, she knows. And, of course, technical difficulties. What's new? When you're like me and you got the luck of a murder victim on electronic devices, those things happen, folks. You just grin and bear it. Or you pull a Michael Myers on their ass and stab them! Michael Myers. Now, I don't have a particular actor to give as Hunk of the Day, because Michael Myers was actually portrayed by 5 different actors and actresses. No kidding. So, I mean, come on. The best thing to do, I said, This is my decision. It's my show. I figured the best thing to do was that song really that short? It sure was. Hot diggity dog damn. Michael Myers was so famous as a character, and nobody ever knew who played him anyway. So when you think Halloween, you think Michael Myers. So why not portray him as Michael Myers? I mean, we know Robert Englund played Freddy Krueger. We know, oh God, I'm drawing a blank. Played Jason. Kane Hodder. Kane Hodder played Jason in nearly all of the Friday the 13th movies. But Michael Myers was portrayed by multiple people, including this young man with that clown costume. Jamie Lee Curtis's first feature film. She was paid a reported $8,000 for her efforts. Wow. She should get paid a lot more now, huh? Half of the $300,000 budget was spent on the Panavision cameras, so the film would have a 2 by 35 by 1 scope. Donald Pleasence was paid $20,000 for 5 days of work. That's pretty cheap for an actor back in those days, especially an actor of Donald Pleasence's stature, because he was a legend from jolly old England. When they were shooting the scenes for the start of the film, all the ones seen from Michael's point of view, they couldn't get the 6-year-old child actor until the last day. So the movie's producer, Deborah Hill, volunteered to be Michael for any scenes where his hands come into view. This is why the nails on young Michael's hands look so well manicured and varnished. Like I said, 5 different people, including a woman. That was a crazy scene. I remember that, man. That scared the hell out of me. All the actors actually wore their own clothes since there was no money for a costume department. Jamie Lee Curtis went to JCPenney for Laurie Strode's wardrobe. She spent less than $100 for the entire set. She shot the film while on hiatus from the sitcom Operation Petticoat from 1977. How about that, huh? The things you learn. Donald Pleasence did all of his scenes in only 5 days of shooting, as I mentioned. The total duration of his scenes is just over 18 minutes. Well, that was a powerful 18 minutes, because Donald Pleasence was a huge, huge impact in the movie. For obvious reasons. And that's it for the late, great, legendary, badass Donald Pleasence. As we bring out that final set of pictures, our final babe of the day on Beer and Song of the Day, B&E, the famous line, see anything you like? Oh, cleavage, French for cleavage. Now, kids, I'm going to give you fair warning. You might see a female version of moobs, aka boobs, you know. Hey, in Europe, it's no big deal. Trust me. Besides, there's men out there with bigger breasts than women. Scary but true. Such a classic scene right there. PJ Souls, what a sweetheart. Now, as the movie was filmed in spring, the crew had huge difficulty in procuring pumpkins. Imagine that. Now, the Myers house was a locale found in South Pasadena that was largely the decrepit, abandoned place seen in the majority of the film. However, as the house had to look ordinary and furnished, from the early scenes with the young Michael Myers, almost the whole cast and crew worked together to clean the place, move in furniture, put up wallpaper, and set up running water and electricity, and then take it all out when they were through. Wow. The scene where the shape, which was Michael Myers, seems to appear out of the darkness behind Laurie was accomplished by using a simple dimmer switch on the light that slowly illuminated the mask. Carpenter wrote the part of Linda for PJ Souls after seeing her performance in Brian De Palma's 1976 classic movie, Carrie. Oh yeah, forgot she was in that movie. And of course the film takes place primarily in Haddonfield, Illinois. Haddonfield, New Jersey is the hometown of screenwriter Deborah Hill. Now, originally, Nick Castle was on set just to watch the movie to be filmed. Just to watch the movie be filmed. It was at the suggestion of John Carpenter that he took up the role of Michael Myers. Yeah, the main actor for Michael Myers was Nick Castle. And now you know. The last song from the soundtrack. And of course, it's not going to play. There it is. Yeah, baby. Just a reprise. Oh! Look out, kids. Silver dollar survey. Well, not really silver dollars, but I try to give you fair warning. Bare breastises, PJ Souls. I admire God's gifts. I really do. The opening shot appears to be a single tracking point of view shot. But there are actually 3 cuts. Hey, 3 women, 3 cuts, why not? The first when the mask goes on, and the second and third after the murder has taken place, and the shape is exiting the room. This was done to make the point of view appear to move faster. Screaming. Deborah Hill wrote most of the dialogue for the female characters, while John Carpenter concentrated on Dr. Loomis's speeches. Oh yeah, from the movie Stripes. Yeah, baby. According to Deborah Hill, the character of Laurie Strode was named after John Carpenter's first girlfriend. Deborah Hill was screenwriter and producer. Yep. Peter O'Toole, Mel Brooks, I'm not kidding, Mel Brooks, Stephen Hill, Walter Matthau, Jerry Van Dyke, Lawrence Tierney, Kirk Douglas, John Belushi, Lloyd Bridges, Abe Vigoda, Chris Christopherson, Sterling Hayden, David Carradine, Dennis Hopper, Charles Napier, wow, Yul Brynner, and Edward Bunker were all considered for the role of Dr. Samuel Loomis. Wow! Can you imagine Walter Matthau or Mel Brooks as Dr. Samuel Loomis? Huh. I don't know about that one. Anne Lockhart was John Carpenter's first choice for the role of Laurie Strode. Now, it was, in a 2010 documentary, it was revealed that 5 different people dressed as the Shape, you know, Michael Myers, Nick Castle throughout the movie, Tony Moran during the unmasking by Laurie Strode, stuntman James Jim Winburn, production designer Tommy Lee Wallace due to his knowledge of how much force would be needed to break things during action shots in a single take, and co-writer, co-producer Deborah Hill in the external wide shot when Tommy sees the Shape for the first time. Tony stated that no one told him until he arrived on set that he would be wearing a mask. Deborah explained that she happened to bring the costume with her that day and no one else was available for the shot. Whoa. Yeah, you're welcome. Halloween? Yep. Okay. Can't quite show that one. Yep, I know. Nerps. Oh! That famous open shirt scene was the stuff of legends. And in case you don't know who she is, remember her from the movie Stripes from 1981? I'll never forget that. Michael Myers' full name is mentioned in the final film. Full name is mentioned in the final film. In the scene where Dr. Loomis asks to have him moved to a maximum security hospital, the doctors he is speaking to say his full name as Michael Aubrey Myers. You know, the only blood scene in the movie is when Judith Myers is killed and the body of the man Michael killed for his clothes after Loomis makes the phone call along the railroad tracks. It is also seen on Laurie's hand and arm after escaping from Michael. Now, PJ Souls' shirt, because her shirt was open for the scene where she is strangled with a telephone cord, an alternate version was shot for the trailer and publicity shots where she is wearing a bathrobe. Boo! I don't believe in censorship, you know? I believe in discipline. Okay? Just saying. Aside from dialogue, the script cites Michael Myers by name only twice. In the opening scene, he is called a POV until he is revealed at age 6. From the rest of the script on out, he is referred to as a shape until Laurie rips his mask off in the final scene, which he never reapplies in the script. The shape, as credited in the film, refers to when his face is masked or obscured. Now, the adult Michael Myers was portrayed by Nick Castle in almost every scene except for some pickup shots in the unmasking scene where he was replaced by Tony Moran. Castle was a school buddy of John Carpenter and was on set just to watch the movie being filmed. It was at the suggestion of John Carpenter that he took up the role of Michael Myers, as he was tall and had what Carpenter considered an interesting walk. Castle admitted he was disappointed to not be the face that was shown, but understood that Carpenter wanted a more angelic face to juxtapose with Myers' ghastly deeds. Castle has gone on to become a very successful director. Nick Castle. That name sound familiar? Maybe it should. He is 6'5", and the total body count in the movie is actually only 7. Only 7. I know, right? First the sister, Judith, then the truck driver, body lying in the tall grass by the train tracks, then the 2 dogs, and the 3 teens, Linda, Bob, and Annie. There you go. The Magnificent 7. Well, not so much in that movie. But hey, let's drink to a great movie, shall we? After this brain cells an Amjack fan. Folks, you know what time it is, right? Damn right, Reverend Dr. B. Folks, time to make a fetus a head out, so everybody take care. Have a wicked awesome night and day. Peace be the journey. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Don't drink and drive my spirit drink, or you might kill yourself while somebody else and drinking and driving is dumb to being a Yanks fan and what's dumb to that is rooting for puke infested goober schnitzels like Eli. I'm a kid Tom Brady. Dream on, schmuck. Dream the hell on. Manning. Or men side with women, or animal abuse, or racism, or people who watch on bets, or fake friends, or anybody that supports the fans or is a member of the Westboro Baptist Church. Things like that are just plain stupid and definitely deserve a big, fat JFY. Folks, I'm out of here. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye. Actually, I'll talk to you Sunday on Football Sunday. Patriots, Broncos. I'm taking Saturday off.